Hey everyone! Before we start today's episode, we kindly ask you to watch the entire video. I assure you that if you stick with us till the end, you'll gain valuable insights to enhance your English speaking skills. We have talked about how you can improve your speaking and learn new words. What mistakes do people make while they learn English speaking?
Hello. To all my friends, today's podcast episode is going to be extremely helpful. I really hope.
Yes, this is the most requested podcast episode. Hey, Kelly, are you excited about the episode?
What's the topic of today's podcast? I don't know yet.
Sorry that I forgot to mention the topic earlier. We're going to discuss how our viewers can enhance their English speaking skills.
Oh, I see. That's an interesting topic.
So, Kelly, is English your native language?
No, not at all. Spanish is actually my native language. I learned English as a second language.
That's amazing. But why did you choose English among all the languages out there?
Nice question. I chose English for various reasons, like its wide usage and importance in the professional world. Also, English opens up more opportunities for personal and career growth.
So, is that the only reason?
While those are some key reasons, there's more to it. Learning English also connects me to diverse cultures, allows me to access a vast amount of knowledge and entertainment, and helps me communicate with people from all over the world.
Hey Daisy, what challenges did you face while learning English?
When I was learning English, I often struggled with speaking. I could understand everything, but when it came to speaking, my mind would go blank. It was frustrating and made me feel less confident.
Are you serious? I also used to face the same problem while I was English speaking.
I think most people face this problem because speaking a new language can be intimidating. We worry about making mistakes or not being able to find the right words, and that fear holds us back.
I fully agree with you on this.
Yes, I realize that language is a bridge that allows us to understand and be understood by others. And I wanted to be able to communicate effectively with a wide range of people.
Yeah, that's right. Because so many people can speak the language, it helps to connect us in a global world. As well as knowing English increases the chances of getting a good job.
Also, I found that setting small, achievable goals for myself, such as having short conversations with native English speakers or practicing speaking for a few minutes each day, helped me gain confidence and improve my fluency over time.
I have a question here. May I ask?
Sure. You can ask me anything without hesitation.
Just before, you mentioned that you used to practice speaking with native speakers, right?
Yes, I said that.
How did you find native speakers to practice English?
Oh, that's a great question. I forgot to tell you that I lived in the UK for more than 5 years. So, I got the opportunity to practice speaking with native English speakers daily.
I see. That is what I wanted to address.
Living in an English-speaking environment really accelerated my learning process and helped me gain confidence in speaking English fluently. I surrounded myself with English speakers, and that constant exposure to the language allowed me to adopt the natural flow and nuances of English conversation. It was a significant factor in improving my English speaking skills.
But most people don't have the opportunity to live in an English-speaking environment like you did. What advice would you give to those who don't have access to native English speakers daily?
I see. There are language learning apps such as Cambly, Italki, and HelloTalk, which offer paid and free options for practicing speaking with native English speakers.
Okay. Hey Kelly, what would say on this?
For those who don't have access to native English speakers daily, there are still plenty of resources and methods to improve English speaking skills.
Great. What kind of resources?
Some popular language exchange platforms include Tandem, HelloTalk, and Conversation Exchange.
Another approach is to join English-speaking communities or clubs in your area or online. Online communities, forums, and social media groups also provide opportunities to connect with English speakers for language practice.
You can also practice English with a friend who is also looking to improve their speaking skills. You both can set up regular practice sessions to have conversations in English, correct each other's mistakes, and support each other's language learning journey.
Hey Daisy, many people ask me a question.
What's the question people ask?
I struggle to find the right words when I'm speaking. It's like my brain knows what I want to say, but I have a hard time retrieving the words from my vocabulary. It can be frustrating, especially when I'm trying to communicate something important.
I think it's a common problem we have to face. We often search on Google how the list of vocabulary, right?
Yes, many of us do this to learn new words.
So I was saying this is the wrong way to learn new words. Just memorizing words from a list is not enough to truly understand and use them effectively. It's crucial to learn words in context, in sentences or paragraphs, so you understand how they are used and can apply them appropriately in different situations.
You are right. Just memorizing isolated words from a list can make it difficult to remember them or use them correctly in conversation. This way, you'll have a deeper understanding of their meanings and usage, making it easier to recall and use them naturally in your speech.
It's essential to build a strong vocabulary base to improve our speaking skills. One helpful way to expand your vocabulary is by reading books, articles, or even watching English TV shows and movies.
Well said, Daisy. When you come across a new word, make sure to look it up, understand its meaning, and try to use it in a sentence to help remember it.
But honestly, I found it hard to understand the accent while I was watching a movie. I had to pause and rewind some parts just to grasp the dialogue. It can be frustrating at times, but I was trying to improve my listening skills by watching more English movies and TV shows.
I completely understand what you mean. Accents can be tricky, especially when you're not used to them. Consistency is key, and as you continue watching, you'll definitely find it easier to understand the accent. Hey, Kelly, when can someone be assured that their English is fluent?
It's simple. When someone can speak English without hesitation, getting stuck, or worrying about grammar or vocabulary, and can effortlessly express their thoughts, understand complex conversations, and engage in discussions without struggling.
In short, you have to be able to have a natural conversation with anyone.
Of course. While you are talking, you have to be a confident person.
I see. That's a great point. What about grammar?
That's another common question. Grammar is crucial for fluent English.
But most people don't like to learn all the grammar.
However, I am not suggesting that you need to memorize every single grammar rule to improve your English speaking skills. There are definitely some key grammar concepts and patterns that are essential for effective communication, and focusing on those can make a significant difference in your fluency.
I think when you are on a professional platform, it becomes even more important to have a good command of English. You want to communicate clearly and effectively, and having a strong grasp of grammar helps convey your message with precision.
If you found the video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel.
Let's talk about your hobbies. What do you enjoy doing in your free time?
I enjoy playing football.
Football, that's interesting. How often do you play?
About 3 times a week, usually after school.
Do you play with friends or on a team?
Mostly with my friends, but I'm also in a school team.
That's great. What position do you usually play?
I'm a midfielder.
Midfielders are very important. Why do you like that position?
I like being in the middle, controlling the game and passing the ball.
That's a good skill to have. What's the most challenging part of being a midfielder?
Running a lot. I have to go back and forth all the time.
I can imagine. Do you also practice regularly to stay fit?
Yes, we have practice twice a week with the team.
Excellent. Do you have a favorite football player who inspires you?
Yes, I like Kevin De Bruyne.
A great choice. What do you admire about his playing style?
He's very good at passing and creating chances for goals.
That's true. Do you try to learn from watching him play?
Yes, I watch his highlights and try to copy his moves during practice.
That's a smart approach. Do you think football helps you in other parts of life?
Yes, it teaches me teamwork and discipline.
That's a great point. Speaking of teamwork, how do you usually communicate with your teammates during a match?
Mostly by shouting quick instructions like pass or mark him. Sometimes just pointing works too.
Interesting. So, clear communication is key. Have you ever been in a situation where miscommunication caused a problem?
Yes, a few times. Once I called for the ball, but my teammate didn't hear me and we lost possession.
How did you handle that situation?
After the match, we talked about it and decided to be louder and more specific next time.
That's a good solution. Besides communication, what other qualities do you think make a good teammate?
Someone who is supportive, works hard, and doesn't give up easily.
Very true. Do you think those qualities are important outside of football too?
Definitely. They help in school projects and even with friends.
That's a great observation. Now, let's talk about goals. Do you have any specific goals in football?
Yes, I want to improve my shooting accuracy and maybe become the team captain one day.
Those are excellent goals. What steps are you taking to improve your shooting accuracy?
I practice shooting every day after school. I focus on aiming for the corners of the goal.
Smart strategy. Have you noticed any improvement so far?
Yes, I'm hitting the target more often now, but I still miss sometimes.
That's normal. Progress takes time. How about becoming a captain? What do you think a captain needs to do well?
I think a captain should lead by example, encourage the team, and stay calm under pressure.
Those are great leadership traits. Do you think you already have some of those traits?
Maybe a little. I try to stay positive and help my teammates when they're struggling.
That's a great start. Have your coaches or teammates noticed these efforts?
I think so. My coach once said I'm good at motivating others.
That's wonderful feedback. If you continue developing those skills, I'm sure you'll achieve your goal.